गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदवेदान्तवेदाङ्ग विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुते स्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो वरिष्ठनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्ति। फर्स्ट मंत्र, सेकंड खंड, सेकंड मुंडक, फर्स्ट खंड 2.1। तदेतत् सत्यं यथा सुदीप्तात् पावकात् विस्फुलिङ्गः। Which page is there? Loudly. यथा सुदीप्तात् पावकात् विस्फुलिङ्गः सहस्रशः प्रभवन्ते स्वरूपाः तथाक्षरात् विविधा सौम्यभावाः प्रजायन्ते तत्र चैवाप्यन्ते। अगेन तदेतत् सत्यं यथा सुदीप्तात् पावकात् विस्फुलिङ्गाः सहस्रशः प्रभवन्ते स्वरूपाः तथाक्षराद् विविधा सौम्यभावाः प्रजायन्ते तत्र चैवाप्यन्ते। प्रजायन्ते तत्र चैवाप्यन्ते। We had completed the first Mundak, and the second Mundak onwards. The description straight away is of the Paravidya. What was described in 1.1.6, first Mundak, first section, and sixth mantra. Yattad adreshyam agrahyam ityadi. Now, in this Mundak, which is the second, I told you this is the most important section of the whole Mundaka Upanishad. What is said in short, I'll give you in 3 points. First thing what is mentioned is Brahma Satyam. Brahma Satyam, this is the first point that is mentioned here. So Brahma word I had taken earlier but very few times. Second thing what is mentioned is Jagat Mithya. The world is false. And third thing what is mentioned, when I say Mithya, Mithya means it has a dependent existence. And when I say Satyam, Satyam means it is limitless. The consciousness is limitless. This is mentioned by Brahma Satyam. Jagat Mithya, that means it doesn't have its own existence. And third thing, Jivo Brahmeti Napara. This Jeev, which I say I, this is not conditioned by body or time or space. These are the 3 subject matters which will be covered, and this section or this Mundak is the elaboration of this principle, which you will see. No Aparavidya will talk about, and no such sadhana will be talked about. Topic will be little subtler. ठीक है? So these 3 points. Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya, Jivo Brahmeti Napara. A 1, 2 and 3. And this particular mantra, first mantra, I told also Tad Etat Satyam, if you remember. Tad and Etat, 2 words are there. This and that, I told you. This is in reference to what the teacher is experiencing, and that is the student what something is as if it is a remote thing. As if somebody wants from you to know the first section of the Mundak, and you have known it, so you will say, this first section, that section, that what you want to know. That, this section. So that is with reference to the student's mind, and this is with reference to the teacher's mind. That is for distant and this is for close. I'll just give you the rough translation of this particular mantra, then we'll elaborate. It's an important mantra. It says, Yatha sudiptat pavakat bispulinga. There is a fire and conflagration of fire is there. And well-lit fire is there. Conflagration means sudiptat. Very well-lit fire is there. Very well-lit. And from that fire, sudiptat pavakat, bispulingaha, sparks are emanating in thousands. From that fire, sparks are emanating. not sparklers, sparks. Sahasrasha, and thousands. And Sarupaha. Sarupa means as the fire is there, similarly this is sparks. This is the drishtant or example. Now what is the darshtant? What you want to indicate? Tatha aksharat. See, akshar word is it using it repeatedly. Similarly, from that He Somya, student who is like moon, who is like moon, not that he is waxing and waning. So when moon is mentioned, it means who's cool, whose face if you see, you feel like seeing the face once more because he is very composed and cool. O Somya, Aksharat Vividhaha Bhavaha. From this akshar, which we had seen in the, what was it akshar? Which was seen in the 1.1.6, Tatteda Draksham, Adreshyam, etc. Akshar word was already taken there. Yattat Adreshyam, Agrahyam, Avarnam, Agotram, Achakshushrotram, Tadapani Padam, Nityam, Vibhum, Sarvagatam, Susukshmam, Nityam, Yad Bhut Yonim Paripashyanti Dira. So from that akshar, although it will be explained, just hear the rough translation. Bhavaha prajayante. Bhava means all beings emanate from that akshar. Not only they emanate, but tatra chaiva piyanti. They go back and resolve into that also. This is the translation. Now before I go into the details of this mantra, I'll want to recap the first few classes what I had already talked, because it is required there. So what was required there? What is already talked? Remember I had said that if something modifies, it should have a cause. And therefore world should have a cause because it modifies. First point was there. Second point was? Shape? Shapeless, I said, but say confidently. So I had said, the cause will not have the shape of the effect in it. The lump of clay will not have the shape of the pot in it. The gold will not have the shape of ornament in it. It is hidden in unmanifest form, that is another thing. But it is not there evident in that. Shape will not be having, you can't see the shape of the effect in the cause. The waves are in the water, but you cannot see the wave directly manifest in the shape, in the effect, in the cause. It is there, but it is not seen. In unmanifest form is there. And therefore cause should not have the shape of time, cause should not have the shape of space, cause should not have the shape of 5 element, cause should not have Hiranyagarbha. This point is clear. And therefore, cause, when I say shapeless, it means in this case it should be unlimited. This is a corollary of shapeless. CS. U1, I had to say, unchanging. Now, because it is unlimited, therefore nothing can create a change in it, because for change you should have something other than that to make the change. But the cause of the world will not have anything else in it. Anything which is shapeless cannot be changed by something else, because it will not mix. To mix, there should be some gap where thing is not there, then that thing can come. But like the space cannot be mixed with something, because there is no space in the space to mix. Similarly, in the cloth there is a space. If I put a water, there are pores in which the cloth can get wet. But in that particular shape, in that particular cause, the shape will not be there, and therefore it won't mix, and therefore it will be unchanging. So SU, unchanging. Then I'm giving it back. I'm repeating it, just you have heard it. SU. Then that which is unchanging cannot be inert, because inert dharma is to change, and therefore it has to be consciousness alone. So what you want to say now? I want to say that the cause of the whole world should be unchanging, limitless consciousness. And that is mentioned by the word as Akshar here. Akshar word is there. Akshar word is there. Now, with this Akshar word, let me move ahead. If it is, it's easy, don't worry about that. But important point will come, because you have heard. Someone, if you have not heard, it will be difficult, because you have not heard. But because they have been hearing, they will get it what I say. Now, in this particular mantra, that means 2.1.1. I will just say, when I say 2.1.1, it means second Mundak, first section, first mantra. I will not say all the time second Mundak, first Mundak. It's very long. I will just say 2.2.6. So you will understand that second Mundak, second section, and sixth mantra. Only okay, I understand all these things. Yeah. So here that truth is indicated through Tatastha Lakshana. There are two Lakshanas are there. One is called Tatastha Lakshana, other is called Swarup Lakshana. When something is indicated by other than that, it is called Tatastha Lakshana. In English, if I say relational definition. And Swarup Lakshana is essential definition. When something is indicated by that only, it is called essential definition. And when something is indicated by other than that, it is called Tatastha Lakshana or relational definition. One who walks in front of the dark, at the back of dark one is Lakshman. One who walks in front of dark one is Lakshman. Or one who walks in front of the fair one is Ram. This is which Lakshana? Tatastha. And one who is dark slightly, this is Swarup Lakshana. When a thing is indicated by that, then that is called Swarup Lakshana. And when something is indicated through something else, that is called Tatastha Lakshana. Is it clear now? Like I say, Satchidananda Rupaya. This is Swarup Lakshana or Tatastha Lakshana? Swarup Lakshana. But Vishwotpatyadi Hevtave. This is the cause of world. This is Swarup Lakshana. Tatastha Lakshana. Okay. So this is Swarup, this is Tatastha Lakshana. So Satchidananda Rupaya is Swarup Lakshana, and which is the cause of the world, is then we are using to define that Satchidanand by the giving it as a cause of the world, and therefore that world is the tatastha lakshan of Brahman. ठीक है ना? World is the tatastha lakshan. Don't say tatast. It is tatast. Say. You say. तंजो नहीं आ रहा है देखा. तटस्थ. देखो तटस्थ नहीं है वो, तटस्थ से हाँ तटस्थ, not tatastha, neither it is tatastha nor is it tatastha, it is tatastha, tatastha. So one is Swarup Lakshan, other is Tatastha Lakshan. So here, in this particular mantra, 2.1.1, the Akshar is indicated by Tatastha Lakshan. And in next mantra, it will be indicated by Swarup Lakshan. I hope I'm not use the English one. One is the relational definition called Tatastha Lakshan, and other is the essential definition called Swarup Lakshan. But I will not use the English relational word. I'll say Tatastha Lakshan and Swarup Lakshan. You have to get habituated to these words because they communicate much better. Relational definition. It's good to know it, but best is to know the English, Sanskrit terms only. Now what it is saying, and this is one of confusing mantras, especially those who are dualist and those who say the world, the Jeev is a part of Brahman. And they quote this particular mantra. They say Mundaka is saying like that. A big conflagration of fire is there and sparks are coming out. Similarly, from that same God, this Jeev or the spark. Therefore, some Jeev keep on sparking all the time. So, because it is written they are the spark. So they say as the conflagration of fire, as the spark has come out, so there are millions of sparks and millions of jivas are there. Abhedananda says, I have a serious objection to what you are talking about. Why you have serious objection to what I say? I have serious objection because of many reasons. One, this example should not be stretched to that point. If you say conflagration is there, this conflagration is there. And because conflagration is there, spark is somewhere else. In that case, that particular conflagration will be in space. And I already proved this point that the cause of all will not be in space. I already said space itself is an effect. And I repeated this point that the space, the effect is not seen in the cause. The shape of the effect is not seen in the cause. I had told this point. And therefore, if you bring this example that the truth or the akshar or the God is like the conflagration, and the spark come out, so here is a conflagration. In a spark, the place of a spark and the place of that conflagration is different. So that means that God will be in space. Then it will be smaller than this space. It will have the limitation of this space, and therefore don't stretch that example to that level. I hope you are getting my point. And then they say that you choose something what you like. This is not the way. And tell me, there was one word called sarvagat in 1.1.6. Only which? Just now I chanted. Yattad adrishyam, agrahyam, agotram, avarnam, achakshusotram, apanipadam, tadapanipadam, nityam, vibhugumvim, susukshmam, sarvagatam. I told to by heart that also. One day I'll ask that. 1.1.6 you have to by heart. There is no option on that. Well, if I have heart attack, I don't mind. You don't mind my heart attack? No. By hearting will never give a heart attack. That mantra will purify you. And there one word comes sarvagatam. And sarvagatam means which is all pervading. How can which is all pervading? How can it be localized somewhere like the conflagration of fire? Fire is here, spark is somewhere else. The place of spark will not be at the place of fire. Spark desh, Vispuling desh, and the Pavak desh will be different. And therefore this example should not be stretched to that point. That here is the God and here the jivas are all sparks. And because you want to say there is small, therefore this is like that. It is not like this. Okay. Just now I had proved that the cause will not have a shape of the effect. Anything of the effect is not seen in the cause. And the space is an effect. Why? Because Tetri says, Tasmad Vayu, Tasmad Atmana Akashas Sambhuta Akashad Vayu. Because space cannot exist without the time. And time cannot exist without the space. And space and time are effect. Because they are modifying. Because they have come. And therefore they have to come from something else. And therefore they are not eternal. And they are drishya, they are seen, they are inert. If this point is clear. Now you tell me, what will be the shape of this cause? Called the fire. This will not have any shape. This is limitless. S-U-C-T. You remember that? S-U-C-T. It is shapeless, it is unchanging, it is consciousness, and therefore it is the truth. When it is not having the shape, when it is not having that, then how can something come out of it? To come out of something, I should be absent there, therefore something can come out. So this spark example, don't take it in a wrong manner. Then why this example has been given? Who wrote this Upanishad? I'll tell you. Wait. There is a point in it. Okay. Have patience in life. Otherwise you will become patient. If you don't have patience, you will become patient. ठीक है ना? सोचना जरा सा आप लोग ये सब जरा give a thought to it. We are the spark of the divine. It all are good in a relative world, but not from the absolute point. If you say you are the spark from the divine, that means divine is somewhere else, spark is somewhere else. भाई, समझते हमारी बात नहीं? And that means that divine will be in space. That means space came first and divine came later on. And that if the God is in his space, the problem will be God is in time now, then God will die away, because anything which is in his space will be in time also, it will be limited by time, and therefore God will be dying God. God would have been dead by now. If God is no more, then who will run the whole world? And therefore that won't hold true. Nobody can stand to this logic other than Vedanta. ठीक है ना? Sahasrashah prabhavante sarupa. Then what happened? Space came later on. Upanishad says tasmad vai tasmad atmana akasha sambhuta. Taittiriya Upanishad says space is a product. And time is also a product. It is not a cause, because they are having a shape. Please, time also is a shape. Yes, time is past. Therefore, time comes and goes. There is a movement in time. Time has a shape. There is a seer of time. Where the seer is there, scene is not there. Therefore, the scene ends in the seer. Therefore, time has a shape. And space also has a shape. Because in the seer, the space is not there. Well, you didn't understand. Please tell me. You are the seer. I am the seer of the space. So in the seer, the scene will not be there. Then that means space is absent in the scene. Yes, therefore space has a shape, the relative world. Because in the seer, the space is absent, and therefore space is ending. Anything which is ending will have a shape. Anything which has a shape will not be the ultimate cause. And I had told Sarvyapya and Sarga difference, if you remember one day. So first point, I hope you have understood this point. So what shall I do now? So why the word, the sparks has been here mentioned? Is it not more relevant when it appears relevant? There is one word called upadhi. Upadhi, please be careful about this word. Very, very frequently used. Upadhi means in Sanskrit, samipe sthitva, swasya gunasya, dharmasya, mithyarupena, anyasmin adhanam. Samipe sthitva, what is say in English? I'll wait. Samipe, because whatever I write will be wrong in Sanskrit. So, you can correct it. You had tried very well to write in Sanskrit. Why don't you correct? When you are studying Sanskrit, you show. When he writes, just correct, nirvikar, etc. He tries, but it is little not correct spelling wise. Good, this is the way to learn. You have to, don't be fearful of Sanskrit. You have to write in Sanskrit, even if it is wrong. But those who are teaching Sanskrit, please get them checked. Because I have very less time to see. So I will just put a circle there. Some play very safe, they don't write Sanskrit, you know. They say unnecessary, it will be wrong. So better to put in English. Even they like their names also in English. So they write in Sanskrit your name, you write. All of you have the name. I think all of you have Sanskrit names. Nobody has name called Alexander. So, nobody has name. And Alexander cannot be put in nominative Alexander. You cannot say like that. Everybody has name. Such nice name is here. देखो उपाधि वर्ड समीपे स्थित्वा स्वस्य गुणस्य धर्मस्य अन्यस्मिन् मिथ्यारूपेण आधानम. In English, situated close or situated close to something. When something transfers its qualities and properties falsely, as if not real transfer. It is a false transfer, it is an illusory transfer on something where that property is not there at all, then this thing is called its upadhi. And very common example is the crystal and the red flower. So red flower is near, hibiscus flower is here, and hibiscus flower is near a total dazzling crystal or shivling is there. And being situated, here is the crystal, see here is the flower, see this is the flower. And supposing this is the flower, and here is the crystal, supposing the shivling is here, and I did not see it from a distance. So from that distance, I will see this shivling as red. And therefore, this flower will be called the Upadhi of that Shivling. Situated close, which imaginarily transfers, not real, very be careful. If it transfers really, it will be difficult. Then it is like the blotting paper and the pen. Then it will become adjective and not the conditioning. Imaginarily, which transfers its qualities to something where that quality doesn't belong. So that is called Upadhi. Okay, understood. Samipe stitva swasya. If you can understand the Sanskrit, very good. You can't run away from Sanskrit. You have to know it by heart. Samipe stitva sasya gunasya dharmasya nasmin mithya rupin adhanam. That is called Upadhi. Upadhi. ठीक है ना? Clear? Fantastic. Very fantastic. Very, very nice. Very fine. Acha? Give me another example. Huh? Who? Shampoo? Rope and a snake. So, but who is situated? Here two are there. Who two are there यहाँ? कहाँ पे होगा rope snake? Huh? Sky reflection on the water. So water is appearing blue. चलो ठीक है, not so bad. How? Yeah, the sun is the upadhi, sunlight is the upadhi on the moon. Hello. Strobe light. So light is then is moving. The movement of the strobe is transferred on the light. चलो हम बोल रहे हैं, you can, like you say, you are looking good in this dress. So that means by nature you are not good looking. Indirectly is saying like that. And it is the dress, goodness of the dress is superimposed on that person. If you don't put on this dress, you won't look good. ऐसी बात लोग indirectly they are saying something else. Upadhi is there. Bhagavan Krishna's cheeks were totally blue but dazzling. It was like a mirror there. And he used to put on the yellow gold earrings. Because of the gold earrings, the reflection of the gold earring was in his blue cheeks, and therefore there was a yellowish cheeks. So this yellowness was the upadhi on him. I hope you get mine. Give some example which is also purifying the mind. Some beautiful example should be there. Don't give example. On the donkey the person is sitting, those donkeys open. Don't give such example in the morning. So, so the consciousness is there. And we have body, we have sense organ, we have a mind. The property of the body mind being superimposed on the consciousness, and then I say that I am man or I am not. This body has become upadhi of the consciousness. Please get this point. When the spark example is given, There is something called, you know how the spark is formed. There is something called a small bit of that wood or something which is burning. Bit of wood or bit of something, it has gone like that and it is burning. Huh? What is very important to note here is not the amount of fire, but the fire element which is conditioned by the small wood chip or piece. The fire element conditioned by the small wood piece, fire element, is called the spark. And the same fire element, so this example has two connotations. One connotation is that the cause is this and effect is this. World is the effect and this is the cause. And second example, second is that whatever you see small, you say spark is there. Spark is nothing but on the wood, the fire element conditioned by the small wood piece, that is called the spark. It is because of the conditioning of our body or antakaran, that is called the jeev. That is called the jeev, and therefore it is called spark in this case. And the same fire element conditioned by the big conflagration, big wood or big fuel, that is called the cause there. So one is called the Ishwar, one is called the Jeev. Difference is not in the consciousness, difference is only that Ishwar the consciousness conditioned by the upadhi of omniscience is called the cause, and the Jeev and the consciousness conditioned by the upadhi of ignorance is called the Jeev. This is the only difference here. I hope this point is little clear. But because upadhi is there, and therefore really there is no difference between the two. There is no difference. There is no difference between the two. Cause and effect are not different essentially. Cause alone is the effect, because cause is not changing. I told you S-U-C. So U means it is unchanging cause. Because it is unchanging cause, and effect comes out, that means effect will not be a true effect. So what do you mean by this mantra? Here this mantra says that the same akshar is the cause and world and jivas are the effect. But this effect is because of the upadhi and not the reality. Because of upadhi, it is appearing as various, many. And interesting thing, when the upadhis are withdrawn, the same jivas, the same spark go back into the fire. Chaivapiyanti. Chaivapiyanti means they go back into it. Is it clear now? If it is not clear, don't worry. So Bhashkar, right? And therefore one word is coming here, Sarupaha. Both are Samanam Rupam Yesham Te Sarupa. Both are same in its elemental form. Because you cannot break in parts. Whom? Cause. Why? Because something you can break if it is finite. If it is infinite, you can't break. Because in breaking you need it, absence is required of that. If I break this, there is in two parts, then there will be a part where neither is there. Therefore breaking is possible in something finite. But something which is infinite, breaking is not possible, because where will it go? You can't break the space. Where is the space to break? Two space in between, then what is there? So similarly, if the consciousness alone is there, if the cause alone is there, how can you break it into two parts that something can disintegrate in it? There is nothing else other than existing. You can't break it into pieces. I hope this point is clear. And therefore, same consciousness is appearing with the conditioning as many jivas. With many conditioning, it is appearing for many jivas. Like one sun with the conditioning of many buckets is appearing as many suns. And different of the bucket water, blue, yellow, green, white, violet, it is appearing as blue sun, red sun, yellow sun, orange sun, navy blue sun, black sun. It depends on the same water. But essentially that water is not changing at all. Sun example was better. You can give that example as well. Sun and the water. The sun, then the water is the conditioning now. Because of which sun is appearing as something. But sun is not changing. Is it clear? I'll give you one more example. Please go ahead, don't worry about me. I'll take time to understand. I'm a slow learner and fast eater. I learn slowly. I take my time. Everything, I need my own time. Acha, yes, I cannot do anything fast. My tension builds up. Notes also, slowly I can make. I will by heart slowly what you said, I'll by heart by next year. When next SUP, I'll by heart the 6th mantra. If I am here, then I'll tell. If I am not here, I'll sell the bhoot pret. I'll come in the rooms and I'll say, Ye tadhadrishyam. I'll agrayam agotram. Ooh. So no, please don't tell if you are a bhoot. Therefore, to be safe, tell it now only in this course. So, yattad adrishyam, agrahyam, agotram, avarnam, achakshusotram, tadapani padam, nityam, vibhum, susukshmam, sarvagatam, yad bhoot yonim paripashyanti dhiraha. Ab dekho, Stanley by heart, I think. है ना? Stanley by hearts. So, it's simple thing. Make it very interesting. Make knowledge very loving, interesting. Make it a play. Make it your hobby to read this, to delve into it, to think of it. I used to think for hours together all these things. Hours, not minutes. Hours. I'll be lost in it for hours and sitting in my room or outside. I'll go and just think, how is it said like that? How is it possible that the fire can have a spark? How this is possible? What is the meaning of upadhi here? How is this there? What is another example there? Okay, one example is, what is another example? Slowly you get totally into one with that subject. Unless you get one with the subject will not be revealing itself. Okay. Other examples are also given. Now those who have bhashya, I think only one or two have bhashya. Second line, you can see 37 page. Srupaha agni lakshana ev tatha ukta lakshanad aksharad vividha nanopadi nano dehopadhi bhedam anuvidhiya manatvad vividha he somya bhavaha jivaha akashadivat ghatadi parichinnaha sushir bheda ghatadi upadhi prabhedam anubhavanti. I will give you another example. And this example Bhashyakar writes. When I say Bhashyakar, it means Bhagwan Shankaracharya. We don't take his name repeatedly. Very reverential person's name, we don't take all the time. Now he says, please be careful. Well, I'm clear now. Go to other mantra. No, you're not clear. I'm very, very clear what it is saying. No, it's not that simple subject. There is a space. And I put a pot. What is pot? Total space conditioned by the wall of pot is called pot space. And supposing you can make hundreds of pots and hundreds of pot spaces are there. But actually speaking, The total space has not gone any change if you make many pots. Whether a small pot is there, big pot is there, or very big pots are there, the total space, nothing, no change it has undergone through. So as from the total space, lot of pot spaces are coming. Similarly, from the consciousness, many jivas are coming. And here compared to pot wall is our antakaran or the bahikaran or the what is it called body. This is clear now. This example is more clear. ठीक है ना? From the total space. And don't think the space has been created inside the pot. Only the walls are there, and the wall of the pot is now deciding the space in the pot. Pot space, glass space. It can be small pot, it can be big pot, it can be small glass. Everything can be there, but you are giving a new name pot. You are giving a new name cup. You are giving a new name glass. You are giving new names you are giving. But essentially it is only the space conditioned by the pot. Like what you say hall. Hall is nothing but the total space conditioned by the hall. Same place was called space when these walls were not there. Then what is there? Well, there is only space is there. It's free. It's a ground. But when you put a wall, then the same space is called hall. And your space is called room. What you say my room on the top floor where my room is there. Actually it was only a space earlier. Nothing was built. It was total space. But now because there is a wall conditioning, therefore you call it a room. You call it dining room. You call it washroom. You call it kitchen. You call it bedroom, etc., etc. So like from one total space, many spaces have come out. Really it has not come out. It is only because of the conditioning of the wall that you are saying it is now superimposed on that. And in this process, you are not breaking the space into parts. Not that space has become many. Space is appearing to become many. Space has not become many. It is your eyes are on the wall. Therefore, you are giving the name hall space or the dining space or the drawing room or the TV room and all these things. Akashadivad ghatadi parichinna sushir bheda ghatadi upadi prabedam anubhavanti. Evam nana namarupa krita dehopadi prabhavam anuprajayante tatra chaiva. Very interesting point. When you break the pot space, when you break the pot, the pot space goes back to the total space. It really isn't good. Like it is going like this. That illusion is gone. If I have to merge the pot space into total space, what you have to do? No, why are you breaking the pot? You have to understand only. So, why to spoil the pot? Nice pot is there. ऐसे तो वेदांत पढ़ेंगे सब पॉट टूट जाएगा तो खाना पीना कैसे खाएंगे? This way, where you will store if you break all the pots. Vedantis will be very destructive then. So, to know, it goes back into the total space just when you know it, or you negate the conditioning. You negate the conditioning. I am very sad today. Where I slipped in my what is it called on the staircase. Acha, yes. Where? This is staircase. Morning. After puja, I am coming. I slipped there. First I do puja, then I slipped there. This is the prasad Bhagwan gave. No, but you must have got some prasad in the temple, little kela, some banana, this piece. You get na some banana? Well, that is okay, but this was more hurting. So I am very sad. I am very sad, and 2 hours I was sitting there, and after that I got hurt. Acha. What is the meaning of I got hurt? Before you got hurt, you were consciousness. Huh? After that, the thought of I am sad came, because thought of hurt got superimposed on the consciousness, and now I am hurt. You got a new definition about yourself. Remember, thought has become a conditioning now. You were pure consciousness when you were fast asleep. Yes. And when you were fast asleep, your pure consciousness, you did not know that who are you. When you got up means what? Got up means what? Well, I am Rajesh, I am Suresh. Means what? The thought has come up. And that pure consciousness, as if from that pure consciousness, an entity has come out in you. In you. I am Rajesh. I have to do a lot of work today. I have to go to the market today. Achha? Yes, I have to complete that job today. I have to call that person. These are sparks. This is spark in you. And whole day spark will go on. Please note my point. Where spark is there, their consciousness is there which is not working. But because of the thought of work, it is identified. I have to go to the market. I have to go and set my wall. I have to complete that computer work. I have to complete the notes. 2 days notes are remaining. I have to complete the notes. Acha? I hope there is no test. I think I'll die if test is there. If test is there, I'll say I'm not well. on the copy, I'll write not well and go away. I can't take any test. I came here for peace or disturbance. So I'm so scared. अच्छा ही सब कोई कुछ नहीं आ रहा है, but the thought is there and I is identifying constantly a new I with the conditioning of that thought. A new I as if is coming out, happy, sad, very happy, very sad. Yesterday's cake was very good, very nice. I hope everybody's birthday is there. I think every day we should have calendar of 365 people have birthday. Everybody birthdays, all 365 people should give cake every day. This way we will have cake every day. Very nice idea. So this we are very happy. Hari, he was praising me so much. After all, I am not that bad. I am very good internally. Although I don't express my goodness. But I am good. Never my intentions were never bad. Never any bad intention I had for anybody. So this is a good eye. I never meant bad. I am mainly misunderstood actually. But never I had any bad intention. So this, the pure consciousness and the thought, this is the spark. Are you getting my point? A lot of eyes are coming whole day, lot of sparks are there whole day, happy, sad, unhappy, very happy, excited, scared, totally lost, fearful. है ना? As you sleep, all the thoughts go away. And all these spark mar chaiva piyanti. And supposing you are a jnani, then also you recognize all the thoughts are not true. Then I alone am. It has merged. And supposing you are a God, supposing, and the God will see, now all are in me only, with the various upadhi of various minds, I alone am appearing as a jeev. The consciousness alone is appearing as a jeev. This jeev, mother, father, chinku, minku, even animals. And when this conditioning is gone in pralay, multiplied by cosmic sleep also, only consciousness is remaining. I hope you are clear on this point. How the spark go back into the fire? And why the example of a spark was given? To tell that the fire element in the cause and fire element in the effect is same, only because of this little chip, because it is identifying with a small chip of wood or some small piece of maybe paper or something or a coal. It shines for a moment because it is identified only to that particular small chip and a small point of coal, and therefore it is shining like that. And therefore this example of spark is just to illustrate. Actually speaking, please note, emerging is not of the consciousness, emerging is of the upadhi. Staying is of the upadhi, and going back is also upadhi. Consciousness doesn't emerge, Jeev doesn't emerge, Jeev doesn't stay, and Jeev does not go back. It is the upadhi conditioning that comes up, conditioning remains, and conditioning goes on. And as per the conditioning, new sparks, new consciousnesses, as if it is coming. Space has not come with the pot, with the birth of the pot. And space is not stable with the pot being stable. And of the pot being broken or pot being negated, space has not got dissolved actually. It is the dissolution of the wall of the space that you say that space is, that pot space is no more. Pot space is not really merged. It is the conditioning which has got back. I hope these points are little clear. If it is not clear, please discuss among yourself, or you can again hear, or you can even ask. If you have any problem, I am there with you, for you, to serve you all. ठीक है ना? यथा सुदीप्तात् पावकात् विस्फुलिंगाः सहस्रशः प्रभवन्ते स्वरूपाः तथाक्षरात् विविधाः सौम्य भावाः प्रजायन्ते यत्र चैवापयन्ति. So this is a little confusing example if you see it superficially. Therefore it needed some discussion. It is wrongly quoted sometimes, that God is here and we Jeev are the spark like that. It is not a literal example. Only a part of that you have to take. Don't stretch it too much. That's it. Second, I thought I'll complete 2 mantras. This are the Tatastha Lakshan. So the consciousness is defined through Tatastha Lakshan, through the word. Now in the second mantra, which is very important, you have to by heart that also, Divyo Yamurta Purusha, the consciousness is now defined from the Swarup Lakshan. We will see it tomorrow. Om Hari Om Tat Sat. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.
Shiva 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 Shiva